TNTMTheShow presents
Talking Nerdy
December edition
with your hosts,
The Ambassador
and Pablo Gunner.
And we're here to talk nerdy to you about all the nerdy things that have happened for the month of December.
Which is going to consist of What If Season 3, our grade scale is 4, especially if it's streaming. It's going to be must see, must stream, check it out, and then pass.
What If Season 3, Episodes 1 through 8.
Which I'm pretty sure is the entire season. I kind of want to go through this episode by episode, which is first episode, it is kind of like a mech Godzilla. Not anime, because that's the thing is the animation through this is consistently phenomenal. And it's the same, like from the other seasons, right?
I thought it was way too stiff in the first season.
Well, it's a first season, but
did it get less stiff? Because it was ridiculously stiff.
I didn't really notice that in this. I feel like it's improved. The first episode it's mech and Godzilla, right? Like the Avengers, but it's like their own team Avengers because it's Captain America, the new Captain America. It is Monica Rambeau, which I don't think they still gave her like a code name. I'm not sure. But she was wearing her outfit and stuff. And there's some of the other ones. And they're in mechs. And the idea is that kind of follows the old 70s show story where he tried to separate the Hulk from himself. But in this, he created Abomination. And then Abomination became like a Godzilla that could replicate himself, and so they had to create mechs to defeat the army of Abomination replicas, and they weren't really replicas because they weren't as strong, but that's what it was. And so it ends up turning into like Sam having to go to Bruce and be like, dude, we can't defeat this unless you help us. Like, we know like you found your piece and stuff, and that's great, but like we really can't do it without you. And he does give him like a weapon, and he comes in like clutch at the end and stuff, and he turns himself into a giant, like Godzilla Hulk, and then just goes into the ocean like Godzilla, with his little army. So it has like a nice bow on it, and it ended up being like about the heart of Sam. Like ended up being about like him, and that was a solid, like the story was kind of weak, but the character strength of Sam was there, and that was good. But it ended up being okay. It's worth checking out. The next episode, I'm trying to even think what it was about, but because I feel like it was super weak. I don't know, there's so many of these episodes that are just either they totally suck or they're really solid. Like, that one I thought was really solid, but the second one was like, I don't even remember what it was. There was one where it was Howard the Duck and Darcy had a kid, but it was an egg, and it was a cosmic egg, so everybody is chasing them to get this cosmic egg that wants power. And it legitimately felt like the writers the writer's room was like, so if they have a kid, and everybody wants this egg, and it has cosmic power, so these people steal it. And then these people steal it from them. And then we end up here because these people stole it. And like they're just jumping, and it was such a clusterfuck that I was like, this is total shit. This is a total shit fiesta. And I fucking hate this, and I'm so glad that What If is over. Actually, that wasn't the episode where I was glad What If was over. This is reminding me the episode where I said I'm glad What If is over. Agatha Harkness goes to Hollywood. This is the episode was just a giant steaming pile of shit. Because, for whatever reason, Howard Stark becomes a director instead of an inventor. But of course, because he's an inventor, he can make like great tech with being a Hollywood director and running the show and business, whatever. So stupid, but she's the star, and they're doing this grand thing. The only good thing about it was that they bring Kango into it, because he's hilarious. And they're like, she's been stealing the power from all the Eternals. Doesn't make sense, stupid, whatever. They don't really explain it. They don't explain most of it, which is why this is so stupid and horrible. Yeah, there are funny parts, and like I said, Kango was great. And then, like, they fight, she turns into a Celestial, and they fight a Celestial, and it was just so stupid. I was like, oh my god, can we just end it after this episode? Because this is so bad, I don't want to see more. But there were episodes that were solid. Like, I feel like they just get blotted out, though, because there's so much bad. You really felt like this season was missing chunks. Like, they cut pieces out and went like, we don't have enough money, or we can't put that many episodes in this season, so we're just going to cut them out. because in the finale they had Peggy Carter show up, and I thought Sam was going to come in with his mech. Didn't do that. That would have been really cool. And so it was just Peggy Carter, the grown-up version of Birdie. They just call her Birdie, right? Which is Darcy's and Howard the Duck's kid. And she was voiced great. Like, the voicing was great. I was like, who voices this? Because this is killer. Like, I love her accent or whatever she's doing. Like, I love her personality. Like, the character was great. But I was like, it literally took me the entire episode, actually 2 episodes, because it's a 2-episode like finale, to figure out that she was that character that was the baby that was finally born at the end of that one crap episode. And that finale was cool because, like, Uatu has been breaking the rules this entire time, and the other Watchers are like, you keep breaking the rules, we need to kill you because you're breaking the rules. And so he gives the power of the Watchers to the people that he's liked the most, essentially, and they save him and they become Watchers themselves, and that was epic and that was cool. But they were so much, because Storm was part of it and she had Mjolnir, but they didn't explain any of her backstory at all, and you're like, couldn't you have had like one episode about her and like one, at least a smidgen explaining Birdie, like how she became this adult? Like, you didn't explain it. Like I said, it was such a mess. Oh, there was a Shang-Chi Hawkeye in the Wild West episode. That one was really good. That one I liked a lot. But there were so many of them. The bad ones are so bad that it just soured so much of this season for me that I would say pick and choose the episodes. First one really good. Shang-Chi one. That one I feel like is a must-see. The finale episodes, I feel like those ones are worth checking out. But there's so much of it that it's just a mess, dude. And yeah, I am kind of glad that we had What If, but they didn't stick to the What If of the comics, which was the most intriguing idea of this whole concept. Instead, they went with What If of Marvel. And what's interesting is, like, it would be more interesting if you made some of those concepts, they would be more interesting as movies because they could actually do them. You know what I mean? Like, oh, why not just do them? Like, this is such an interesting concept.
I don't know why they feel like they have to limit themselves to the MCU.
Yeah.
It's like, don't worry about it. Just do whatever you want.
Yeah.
If you want to throw in Blade, throw in Blade.
Yeah.
And even get Wesley Snipes to voice him or whatnot.
That would be great.
Just like because reality-wise, you don't have to stick with the MCU with this.
Mm.
It's not even canon.
Right.
So have fun with it and get old IPs and have fun with them.
Oh, sorry. There was a Riri Williams episode. She was really good, and the idea was okay. That one was so lukewarm that I was just like, I feel like you wasted such a great opportunity with Riri to make, like, it was too weak to be good, and I wanted it to be good so bad because, like, the character was good. There's a lot of this too in this season where the characters, it just comes down to dig deep. Which in anime, I don't know why in anime it works, like it's fine, and it makes sense, but like it just doesn't work because you're like, this is a real world. So when it's just like, no, you just gotta dig deep to beat this person, and you're like, that's kind of stupid. Overall as a season, I would say pick and choose, and I already said the ones. So, but, like, I mean, I liked what they did. I liked the concept of the Watchers turning on Uatu the Watcher, because he was kind of doing the good thing, and I liked how it ended. But it was just, the writing was just so weak. It was like every other episode was really bad or okay or really great. And it was just like, what is going on? Like, there's no consistency here whatsoever. Even in the voice acting. Like, some of the voice actors are the voice actors that are played in the MCU. Some of them aren't. Some of them, and when they aren't, it throws me off because it doesn't sound anything like them. And I'm like, this is awful. You can't put out an ad for impersonators? Really? Oh my god! You're Disney! This is Marvel! Like, come on! It's stupid. It's stupid. Let's just move on. I'm tired of talking about this. That is it for us. Obviously, we have our merch here. New merch. I got my Talk Nerdy to Me Sonic tee right here, and then we have Knuckles. We got
Shadow,
Tails, Shadow. I kind of wish I would have gotten Shadow because that one looks the coolest, but I was like, it's Sonic. It's Sonic.
But
you know.
I think this was voiced by Keanu Reeves in the movie.
I know.
And it was so perfect.
I haven't seen it, otherwise I probably would have gotten the Shadow.
If you've played Sonic Adventure 2,
yeah,
they pretty much pulled the whole story from Sonic Adventure 2.
Okay.
I recommend it, but I got a pretty awesome shirt here. I got a Nerve shirt. It's an anime base from Neon Genesis Evangelion. Either you know it from the original series or you know it from the rebuild. Doesn't really matter which one. They're both really great to watch, and do recommend checking out either one of those.
Yeah, we have a lot of other anime merch on our site. Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, stuff like that.
We got a cool looking One Piece Talk Nerdy to Me shirt.
Yeah, and then, of course, all the stuff that came out this month. Lord of the Rings, Sonic, Doctor Who.
You can check that out by going to TNTMTheShow.com and clicking on the store.
Yes.
And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification bell so you don't miss one of our videos.
Our charity for the month for January is going to be Red Cross, as it is Blood Donation Month.
Yeah, which seems to be like a pattern within a lot of what we reviewed, too.
Mm-hmm. Right?
With like Nosferatu, Dexter, and some of the other gory stuff you'd mentioned.
That's it for us. Talk nerdy to me.
Stay nerdy, planet Earth.